the event of flat battery, you'll need to remove the blade from the key, and obviously you'll open the door manually. Then you'll have to open the bonnet. You got to hope all the doors aren't locked because they've put the bonnet latch in the silliest place. Right, basically, yeah, that's what can happen. That's where they are. So this goes like that. You pull it twice for it to open, but when this door is locked, you can't actually open it. You can wriggle it, kind of force it, but I think it's a design flaw, because if all the doors are locked and the battery's dead, only the driver door is going to open with the blade, and then you're still going to struggle to get the bonnet open to put life into the car. But anyway, watch this. Let's say you've done all that, bonnet's open, car's totally dead. Obviously the boot's not going to open, tailgate, whatever you want to call it. So then you want to put a jump pack or a battery charger, obviously the red on the red and the black on the earth, and then obviously that should give power to your car. You can open all the doors then. And I say you got a flat battery. See if I can run you through how to replace flat battery on this 2020 Ford Kuga. I'll give you the specs in the description, I guess. Yeah, there's the only tools that I need. I don't think if you need any more. You do have two types, because you have one with the spare and then you have one without the spare. If it's a spare, it's just like a little cover, and you've got these little clips. You just need a trim type tool, hook them out. On this one does have the spare. You can just pull it out of the way. Put that there. And you're gonna have this. See, I've been here earlier. Anyway, yeah. So that keeps the spare in place. Just run that off anti-clockwise, obviously. And you want to get the spare out of the way. I'm trying to do all this with one hand. I'm gonna try and get a video. I'm just trying to give you a breakdown before I start. Then you've got this little foam, just for the tyre to sit on. Nothing attaching that. That just comes off. Get that out of the way. And then you've got 4 13mm nuts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Zip them off. And then that takes this off. Then obviously you've got your live. This is like a protective case. Just got to squeeze these two tabs in. Can you see where they hook? So squeeze them in and then push it down. And on this side, that's what you got. Tabs. Push that down, and you can just peel that off. Obviously there's a little sensor there for the battery monitoring sensor. Breather, and just plucks out. That just plucks out as well. It's got a little button, kind of button or whatever. You got to push it in, and it comes off. You'll see when this is off. I might be able to get this off with one hand, to be fair. I might be able to get this battery done with one hand. That's 30mm. Alright, that's not the best setting. See if we can turn that up. And take off these. And this comes off. And then you're gonna push this down like I showed you, and it just basically peels off. Kind of. Yeah man, you're bastard. And yeah, I don't think that was meant to come off totally. You got the monitor sensor, and just plugs out. To be fair, if you're replacing the battery, you could leave it plugged in. And just two 10mm nuts for the terminals. Obviously they've got to come off. Breather's got to come off. And first of all, you've got this 10mm here. It's holding the clamp. And that's what keeps the battery in place. Like I say, you only need 30mm socket, probably a deep one, and a little 10mm. You can put the setting down for that. Let's zip these off. That's open. That's open. There's the ignition on. No, it's not. We're gonna get rid of that. Get rid of that. And the last nut. That's 10mm. This holds that clamp in place. And that's out. Okay, hold out. New in. Which is obviously reversal removal. But I might just show you anyway if I can. Make sure it's in the right way. It's only going to fit the right way. Get that out of the way. Get that clamp and nut back in place. Make sure it's in the right place. Zip that tight. That's what holds the battery firm. You can put your bleeder back in if you want. No. Let's put the live one first. You might want to tap that down. If it's your own and like you're maintaining it and stuff, a bit of clear grease on the terminal. Stop them from seizing and stuff. You want to zip that tight. Not too tight, don't overrun it, don't want any problems. Just gotta nip it really. This can probably go back on. Basically, let's see if I can get it off. You can see the hooks. That one there, and that one there. I think there's one at the bottom. So there's just basically, you're just pushing it on. And so you got the lock off anyway. Let's see. And then the bottom one as well. Just gotta get it over. It's not this difficult. It's just a bit. Yeah, that's it. One end. Okay, yeah, that's on. Obviously, that's just a cover. And that's gonna be on. Now we've got life again. Tighten that. And plug in that. Put the cover back. Yeah, that's pretty much it. We'll see. Zip them tight again. And that's battery replacement, 12-volt battery replacement that is, because obviously this is a plug-in hybrid. Plug-in hybrid electric vehicle, so it has two batteries. Yeah, we're gonna drop the big battery as well, so stay posted for that video. Right, I thought I'd just show you this quickly. Ford Kuga. So like I said, you get the spare and then you get the one without the spare. And this is how the setup without the spare looks. You just have this, I believe. 1 second. So if you open your tailgate, your boot, whatever, you don't have a spare wheel. Should be looking like that. So then instead of you removing parcel shelf and being met with a spare wheel tire, you'll be met with this cover. And if you've never done it before, these, I don't know, like if you're unfamiliar, you might not even think these come off. It's not like a screw or a nut. But basically you need to remove this clip, you need to remove this clip as well. There's two of them, and that will remove the foam, and obviously the batteries underneath the foam. So I'll use a trim tool, something like this, and this works fine. Just get it underneath, and then I just like left to right, because it catches on the thread, so you can literally run it off as well, to be fair. If you screw it, you've got to kind of lift it up first, but if you can, then you can screw it off and then it's off, or you can just continue with it. So let me show you though. So with these, I think they're not really designed to be reused, to be fair, but you still can reuse it. Yes, I'll show you. I'll put it back on and you'll see it'll still be firm. Right, let me get that off quickly so I can show you. I'm not even going to take it off, to be fair. I'm just going to show you how to get this off. Once you get this off, you'll see the battery. Can you see it? No, it's just underneath. It's virtually exactly the same as on the other one. Only thing is, instead of you having the 4 13mm nuts holding down the battery cover, battery tray, whatever you want to call it, it's just like it's a small battery holder. It's just 2 13mm nuts, one there and one there, or something thereabout. And you remove that and then remove the battery the exact same way as I showed you on the other video. Put this, because like I say, if you haven't got new ones, then you'll obviously need to use the old one. But yeah, just force it down. Ideally, I mean, the best thing that I use for these is it's a socket, to be fair. It's the only socket. This is my 10mm with an adapter. If you see if you get anything that can cover it, and then obviously go over the thread or whatever, and then you just tap it with a hammer. You hear that clicking? That's it catching the thread. That's because I ain't got a hammer. Obviously, if I just tap it with a hammer, it just push it down until it's flush, and you can see it's still solid. That's not going anywhere. So yeah, I just thought, like, if you watch my videos and you remove your parcel shelf and you see this and you're like, huh? My battery's not here. And then you don't read your manual or whatever. But anyway, yeah, it is there. So it's there. It's in the same place on both figs. And that's how you get to the other one. Hope that's helpful.